So smartwatches have come an awful long way this past decade or so, evolving from oversized slabs that weigh as much as a fully grown stoat to slinky new wearables that make your arm look proper lush. And sure, occasionally I crave a classic Street Fighter 2 watch complete with boss-eyed Blanca, but the latest smartwatches are packed with fantastic features like turn-by-turn navigation, built-in assistance, contactless payments, and disturbingly accurate sleep and health tracking. If you're on a tight budget, you can grab yourself a shiny new smartwatch for under 100 quid. Or alternatively, if your stacks are of the fat variety, you can bag yourself a premium smartwatch that doesn't even look like a smartwatch. And no matter your budget, if you are wondering which smartwatch might be best for your particular needs, well, here's my personal roundup of the very best smartwatches you can grab right now at the end of 2022 that aren't the Apple Watch. And for more on the latest and greatest tech, please do poke subscribe and ding that notifications bell. Cheers! Now, one of my favourite new smartwatches launched in 2022 is Samsung's Galaxy Watch 5 Pro, a 45mm beast that's a true Apple Watch rival. Although with a price tag over 400 quid, it ain't exactly cheap. With the Galaxy Watch 5 Pro, like quite a lot of modern smartwatches, you do get a choice of colours when it comes to the bands and the straps, and you can also replace the strap at any point to change up the look. Samsung's design is sleek, as usual, with a super durable titanium frame and sapphire glass. And that makes it super hardy, so it's ideal for anyone who's, out doing that outdoorsy, adventure type stuff quite a bit. Unlike the older Watch 4 Classic, there's no rotating bezel here for effortlessly navigating through Wear OS, but thankfully that AMOLED screen is perfectly responsive and a proper eye pleaser too, pumping out crisp and clear text and visuals. Of course, naturally, as this is a Samsung watch, that means you get all of Samsung's own services stuffed onto the Galaxy Watch 5 Pro, including the likes of Samsung Pay. And yes, that does mean that our great mate Bigsby is on here to lend a hand / irritate the living piss out of you, depending on your feelings towards Bigsby. As always, you have comprehensive fitness tracking at your fingertips. Over 100 different types of sweat-inducing activities are supported here, including some proper outlandish efforts. You've also got upgraded sleep tracking, which identifies you as some kind of animal based on your kipping habits, and then serves up personalized advice on how to get better at being unconscious. The one real drawback of the Galaxy Watch 5 Pro is the battery life ain't exactly super hot. You'll get roughly 2 to 3 days of use from a full charge, which makes it better than some rivals, but not as good as some others. It is certainly an improvement over the regular Galaxy Watch 5, which demands constant plugging in thanks to its half-sized battery. On the flip side though, that design is more slender and considerably lighter, although also not as durable as the titanium frame is replaced with armour aluminium. The good news is that the feature set is more or less the same as the Pro model. You'll lose a couple of bits which most people won't even notice. You've got a choice of sizes now, either 40 or 44mm, depending on the size of your wrist. And the regular Galaxy Watch 5 is quite a bit cheaper than its Pro sibling as well. But anyhow, if you want a full in-depth look at the Galaxy Watch 5 and the Galaxy Watch 5 Pro, I've reviewed both here on TechSpert, and I've even done a side-by-side comparison so you can see which one might be the best choice for you. Now, one of the best Samsung alternatives right now is Google's Pixel Watch, which has finally hit stores after years of speculation. It's another good-looking circular wrist rocket boasting smooth performance. But like the Galaxy Watch 5, you will unfortunately have to slap it on that charging dock every bloody day, because you'll just about get 24 hours out of this thing. Other downsides include a lack of sapphire glass for the display and distinctively chunky bezels too. But these grumbles aside, the Pixel Watch is one of the best smartwatches for Android users. You get a similar Wear OS experience as the Galaxy Watches, this time with dedicated Google Assistant support, huzzah! The turn-by-turn navigation is excellent, while the Fitbit integration means that you get plenty of tools to track your running, hiking, squat thrusting, whatever it is you're into. You've also got a decent range of watch faces to choose from, including Google Photos slideshow shenanigans, although you don't get quite as many jazzy animated efforts as what you get with Samsung. As for the pricing, well, as I shot this video, the Pixel Watch was priced somewhere in between the regular Galaxy Watch 5 and the Galaxy Watch 5 Pro, even if you stump up a bit of extra cash for the LTE model. Another favourite is the Fossil Gen 6, which again has lackluster battery life but impresses in other areas. This 44mm smartwatch is tough but light and boasts an incredible amount of customization. You can even pimp it out with crystals if you're feeling a bit early 2000s hip-hop. The stunning AMOLED screen is bright enough to cope with serious shine, while the SD-Wear 4100 Plus chipset offers similarly smooth performance to the Samsung and Pixel watches. And once again, you've got full access to all of Google's services, including that assistant, so bugger off Bigsby. You get all the usual functionality here, including fitness shiz, contactless payments, everything apart from the ability to stream music to Bluetooth headphones when you've left your phone at home. It's certainly a very snazzy smartwatch, and the fact that you can completely customize the design, get something that will suit your own personal tastes, means it will be a good choice for most if you want a more premium effort and you're not swayed by that pixel. And another smartwatch which I've recently enjoyed rocking on my wrist, although not so much enjoyed saying the name because it's rather cumbersome, is the Ticwatch Pro 3 Ultra GPS, whose main strength is its rather solid battery life. That funky dual display design means quick time checks can be done using a low powered LCD, while that bright crisp colourful OLED panel is used for checking notifications and playing with apps. The result is 3 to 4 days of use per charge rather than just 1 or 2. And as manufacturer Mobvoi has sneakily snuck in the word Pro into that rather clunky title, it's no massive shock that you've got another great range of premium features just like you'd find in the likes of the Samsung and the Google watches. You've got built-in GPS, 24-hour heart rate monitoring, blood oxygen smarts, plus a built-in mic and speaker to take calls via your phone and interact with the Google Assistant. You can download a growing selection of apps from the Google Play Store to expand that functionality, and performance is smooth after the most recent updates thanks largely to that Snapdragon Wear 4100 Plus chipset. The Ticwatch Pro 3 Ultra may not be quite as sexy as some rivals, but the stainless steel bezel and leather band give it a smart finish, and this bad boy costs under 300 quid. And if battery life happens to be your priority, I'll definitely give a shout out to the Oppo Watch Wi-Fi. This may look like a shameless rip-off of the Apple Watch, but it is a highly likeable Wear OS alternative. As long as you don't mind that square finish, the Oppo Watch looks pretty sleek, and once again you've got a choice of sizes, this time 41mm or a mighty 46mm effort. The near 2-inch AMOLED screen is big, bright and punchy, while the performance is perfectly respectable thanks to that Snapdragon Wear 3100 chip. Not as smooth as some rivals here, but good enough. Pro features like a mic and speaker and GPS tracking are present and correct, and all for less cash than many rivals. You've got Oppo's very own VOOC charging on board, so the Oppo Watch charges up as fast as you like, and a full charge will keep you going around 2 to 3 days. Now another solid smartwatch choice in 2022 is the Huawei Watch GT3. Now when it comes to battery life, this thing has some serious staying power. It's like the frickin' Duracell bunny, except you don't want to just put it on the floor and stomp it into about 1 million pieces. This gorgeous connected timepiece comes in 42 and 46mm flavours with a sleek stainless steel finish, and if you grab the larger model, you'll enjoy up to a fortnight of use on a single charge. Of course, it won't last that long if you slap on all of the features like the always-on display, but even then, it should still comfortably last about a week or so before you'll need to stick it back on that dock. And good news for fitness fans, as the Huawei Watch GT3 supports hundreds of exercise types plus dual-band 5-system GNSS tracking for outdoor shenanigans. And if you do happen to find yourself lost in the woods, well, you've got a handy route retracing feature stuffed away on there so you can get back to civilization before you end up adopted by a family of wolves. However, the Huawei Watch GT3 does not offer a built-in assistant or an online app store, so you can't expand the features by downloading more software. And if you like, you can also grab yourself a Pro version of the Huawei Watch GT3, which is even sleeker and even more durable, coming with a sapphire display and a titanium frame. I haven't reviewed that one sadly, but most of the features are the same as the regular GT3, and battery life once again extends to a week or more. Now, if you are dead set on getting something super durable for a proper bit of rough and tumble outdoors use, then definitely don't sleep on the Amazfit T-Rex Pro. This thing has passed all kinds of military standard testing, and it is one tough mofo. The T-Rex Pro is waterproof to 10 atmospheres and can cope with extreme temperatures and sudden impacts. It's as tough as a Wetherspoon's lamb chop. You've got fitness tracking support for over 100 types of exercise, around half of which I've never even heard of, plus full GPS support and all the usual heart rate and SpO2 sensors. Pretty solid stuff for 139 quid, but the notification support is quite basic, and I got closer to 5 days of battery life rather than the advertised 18 days with all the features on. And Amazfit has spaffed out all kinds of respectable alternative smartwatches which are a bit more regular and everyday, such as the GTR4 and the GTS4. These sport similar specs, including a gorgeous OLED screen, which is square for the GTS and round for the GTR, plus a sleek, light, water-resistant design. ZepOS delivers the full set of fitness tracking features, including support for over 150 types of workout, and some random shiz like chess for those who consider sitting on your arse playing board games actual exercise. While this generation finally adds proper GPS support with seriously impressive accuracy. You get a wide variety of watch faces and a respectable selection of apps too. But the highlight here is undoubtedly that battery life, stretching to a few days for the GTS 4 and a whole week for the GTR 4, even if you hammer on the likes of the always on display and do a lot of fitness tracking, like you're just like pounding those weights or whatever it is that fit people do. And all of that is wrapped in a gorgeous stainless steel frame for a UK asking price under 200 quid. Bargain. And last up for my roundup of the best smartwatches you can grab yourself in 2022 is the gorgeous Withings Scanwatch, a smartwatch which doesn't actually look anything like a smartwatch. This premium ticker serves up a traditional design, but with a clever weeny smart display hidden away on that face. This can tell you your heart rate and blood oxygen level, while also offering notification support, alarms, timers, all the usual handy features. And thanks to the unique design, the Scanwatch also delivers the best battery life of any smartwatch here, around a month of use from a quick 2-hour charge. Boof! So there you have it, my lovelies. That is my own personal pick of the very best smartwatches you can grab yourself right now, my own favourites that I have tested out and reviewed. But have I missed out your own personal favourite? Well, definitely clue me in the comments down below. Don't say the Apple Watch, because this is deliberately avoiding the Apple Watch for anyone who doesn't want the Apple Watch. And for more on the latest and greatest tech, please do subscribe, ding that notifications bell, and have yourselves a ruddy great rest of the week. Cheers everyone, love you!